This cabin, the one you are looking at right now, cost less than a lot of people's kitchen remodels, under $80,000 total. Land, build, power, water, everything. When the owner posted the final number online, the comments did not say wow. They said fake, photoshopped. There is no way. So today I am going to break down, dollar by dollar, exactly how this happened, and by the end of this video you will know which parts of this are realistic for you to copy and which parts got lucky. Stick around, because the moment near the middle where the budget almost blew up completely is the part nobody talks about. Before we get into it, if you are into real numbers on off-grid builds, tiny homes, and land, hit subscribe, because I break these down every week and I do not sugarcoat the costs like a lot of channels do. Okay, let's get into the build. Setting the scene. First, let's kill the myth right away. The average cabin build in 2026 is not cheap. Depending on size and finish, most cabins run somewhere between $125 and $275 per square foot, once you include labor, materials, and site work. A modest 1,000 square foot cabin, done conventionally, regularly lands around $150,000, sometimes double that. So when someone says they built a livable cabin for under $80,000, the math should make you suspicious. And it should, because the number only works if you understand exactly what corners were cut and which corners were not. This build had a compact footprint, right around 450 to 500 square feet, a stick frame structure, a small off-grid solar setup, an alternative water system instead of a drilled well, and close to 100% owner-supplied labor for the interior finish work. That combination is the entire reason the number works. Change any one of those variables, and the price moves fast. The land. Let's start where every build actually starts, the land. Because this is where most people blow their budget before they have bought a single 2x4. Rural land in parts of the country, especially the high desert Southwest or rural Appalachia, can go for as little as $1,000 to $5,000 an acre. That is the number that makes this whole video possible. If this build had happened outside a major metro area, the land alone could have eaten a huge chunk of the budget. So tip number 1, and I will say this early because it matters more than anything else in this video, the cheapest square footage you will ever buy is the land itself, and where you buy it changes everything downstream. Permitting rules, how far you have to run power lines, whether you need a well or can rely on rainwater instead. Foundation and frame. Next, foundation. This is where a lot of budget cabin builds either succeed or quietly fail. There were 3 real options on the table: a poured concrete slab, helical piers, or a simple skid foundation using pressure-treated beams over compacted gravel. The slab was ruled out immediately. It is expensive, it takes days to cure, and for a structure this size it adds cost without adding real value. Helical piers were considered for the sloped section of the lot, running somewhere in the $2,000 to $4,000 range installed. For the flatter section, a skid foundation did the job for a fraction of that. Framing came next, and this is where the small size of the cabin does most of the budget work. At roughly 450 to 500 square feet, with a small solar setup and an alternative water system, this build sits at the very lean end of what off-grid cabins typically cost in 2026. Larger cabins in the 600 to 700 square foot range, with a drilled well and full solar system, commonly land between $50,000 and $80,000 for those systems and structure alone, before land and site work. Keeping the footprint smaller and skipping the well is exactly what created room in the budget. Here is the part where it almost fell apart completely, and it is the part most cabin build videos conveniently leave out. Stick with me, because this mistake alone could have added $20,000 to the final number, and it is the single most common budget killer in every small cabin build I have researched. I will show you exactly what it was and exactly how it got fixed, right after this. The mistake. Here is the mistake: site access. On paper, the land was cheap. In reality, the driveway did not exist. No road, no cleared path, nothing. And access, clearing, grading, sometimes building an actual gravel road just to get a truck onto the property, is one of the most underestimated costs in any rural build. Site prep and access alone can run anywhere from $5,000 to $25,000 depending on terrain. This is the exact spot where budgets explode. Someone finds cheap land, does the math on the cabin itself, and completely forgets that a truck full of lumber cannot just materialize on site. If there is no road, you are paying an excavator by the hour, and those hours add up fast. The fix here was not glamorous, it was patience. Instead of grading a full road in one pass, the access was cleared in stages, timed around dry weather, using rented equipment for a few concentrated days instead of a long contracted job. That single decision reportedly kept site prep under $8,000 instead of ballooning past $20,000. Power, water, and waste. Now the systems that make a cabin actually livable, because a shell with no power or water is not a cabin, it is a shed. Off-grid solar setups vary wildly depending on how much energy you actually need day to day. Small, minimalist systems can come in around $6,000 to $10,000 if you are not trying to run central air and a full kitchen off of it. Bigger systems, the kind meant to fully replace grid power for a family, can run $20,000 to $60,000 on their own. This build went small on purpose: low draw, propane or wood backup for heat instead of relying entirely on electric. Water is where this build made its biggest trade-off. A drilled well realistically costs $10,000 to $30,000, depending on depth and rock conditions, and that is often the single biggest line item in an off-grid build, sometimes rivaling the cost of the cabin itself. This build skipped the well entirely and used rainwater harvesting and filtration instead, which typically runs $5,000 to $15,000. It comes with real limitations depending on climate and how much water you actually use day to day, but it is exactly the trade-off that kept this project under $80,000. For waste, a full septic system is expensive and heavily regulated. A composting toilet paired with a simple gray water system is dramatically cheaper, often $1,000 to $3,000. And for a small cabin like this one, it is a completely legitimate option, not just a corner-cutting one. Where the money actually went. So let's actually add this up, because I promised you real numbers, not vibes. Land, around $3,000, assuming rural pricing far from a metro area. Site access and prep, kept under $8,000 through staged clearing instead of a single contracted road build. Foundation, a few thousand, using piers and skids instead of a poured slab. Solar, roughly $8,000 for a small, low-draw system. Water, roughly $8,000 for rainwater harvesting and filtration instead of a drilled well. Waste, roughly $3,000 for a composting toilet and gray water setup. That is around $30,000 before a single wall goes up, which leaves close to $50,000 for the actual structure, framing, roofing, windows, insulation, siding, and interior finish, on a footprint of around 450 to 500 square feet. That works out to roughly $100 per square foot for materials, with owner labor covering the rest. That is tight, but for a small DIY-heavy build using budget materials, it is realistic, not fantasy. Why most people could not replicate this? Here is the honest part of this video, the part that separates this channel from the ones that just show you a pretty cabin and a big number with no context. This number depends on stacking multiple lean decisions on top of each other, in a specific order. Cheap rural land, a small footprint under 500 square feet, owner labor for almost all of the finish work, a minimal solar system instead of a full house-sized setup, and rainwater collection instead of a drilled well. Remove any one of those and the number moves. Build in a higher cost region and land alone can consume a huge share of the budget. Hire out all the labor and the structure cost alone can climb fast. Add a drilled well instead of rainwater collection, and you can add $10,000 to $20,000 on its own. Go up to 600 or 700 square feet, with a well and full solar, and you are now looking at a build that commonly runs $50,000 to $80,000 for the structure and systems alone, before land. This is not a story about a magic formula. It is a story about somebody who understood exactly which costs were negotiable and which ones were not, and who was willing to trade time and physical labor, and a bit of convenience around water, for money saved. Takeaway. If you are actually considering something like this, here is what I would take from this build. not as inspiration, but as a checklist. 1. Price the land in the region you actually want to build in before you fall in love with a floor plan. Land cost swings this entire budget more than anything else. 2. Never skip pricing site access. Ask specifically about driveway, grading, and clearing costs before you buy, not after. 3. Decide upfront how much of the labor you are willing and able to do yourself. That decision alone can be the difference between an $80,000 cabin and a much larger number on the exact same piece of land. 4. Water is usually the hidden budget decision, not the cabin itself. A drilled well can cost as much as the entire structure. Rainwater collection is cheaper but comes with real trade-offs. Know which one you are choosing and why. And 5. Build small first. Every cost in this video scales with square footage. The cheapest square foot you will ever build is the one you do not build at all. So, was this cabin really built for under $80,000? Based on everything I found, yes. And now you know exactly how and exactly what had to go right for it to happen. If you want me to break down the next build, including one I found where the owner went the completely opposite direction and spent way more than expected, let me know in the comments and hit subscribe so you do not miss it. See you in the next one.